Good morning. It is Wednesday, and I just want to welcome everybody that's new to my channel. This channel is not much. It's just me ranting and raving over different biblical things and what's happening in the culture. And it's very simple, and I'm very grateful for everyone that subscribed to this channel. And I welcome you, and I really appreciate you took 26 minutes out of your life to listen to my video on my dream and the warning that God gave me. So I really appreciate it. What I have this morning is just it's understanding, it's understanding what's happening in the world today, and what do we do with it? Do we panic? Do we take the scenarios that's happening across the globe, from across the, when we're looking at what's happening in Russia, Ukraine, the whole pipeline thing that's happening right now. I mean, when you look at all this, and then when you look at what's happening here in the States, with our political debacle that's happening right now, what do you do with all that? Do we, I've done videos on prepping. I've done videos on spiritual prepping and also physical prepping, that we need to be prepared spiritually more than the physical. This is what I think made me think about the spiritual more than physical prepping per se. We live in Southeast Texas. Southeast Texas we're known for hurricanes, just like Florida. And my prayers go up to all the Floridians out there that has been damaged by the hurricane, and I'm very sorry. You're in our prayers, and we really want to do what we can to help you guys, if it's support or whatever, financial support. One of the things that made me think, because I know there are people in Florida that prep, not just prep for end times, but prep for disasters, because they experience hurricanes all the time like we do. We prep not just for end times, but we prep for, we have stuff ready to go. We have go bags that if we need to leave, we can leave. But we also prep, the understanding of the end days scenarios, just prepping for the worst. But this is what really hit me hard, is that it can be taken away in a moment's notice. There's people in Florida that prepped and their homes flooded. We had major flooding a few times in our area that destroyed homes 3 times over. So people that were in Florida that probably more than likely prepped, probably lost all their prep, more than likely. They lost everything. And where are you at that point? I think about a lot of the preppers out there right now. If you lost your prep, if you lost all the stuff that you're prepping for, the scenario that you're prepping for, what would you do? We would have to, what do we have left? If we lose the physical prepping, what do we have left? We have the spiritual. We have Jesus. And the spiritual prep is more important than the physical prep. And there's always, when you prep, when you physically prep, you don't just prep for you. You're not supposed to. If you're a Christian and you prep for the worst, you should never just prep for you. You should be prepping for you and others. And mainly, to be honest with you, others. Not just ourselves, but others. That's what we should be prepping for. We should always have others in mind. That's the loving your neighbor part. So We need to understand that. And I was thinking about it. I'm like, we are prepped up. We are. We have our prep ready. We've been prepping for a while. But if we lost it today, what do I have left? I have Jesus. I have Jesus. Jesus is my main prep. I am storing up Jesus, per se, more than anything else. And then sharing that. We're not supposed to keep Jesus either. We're supposed to share Jesus. So that's just something that's been on my heart. This is not a very long message at all. But to all my preppers out there, I love you guys. I'm right there with you. I've been prepping for now probably 5 years into prepping, longer, studying it out and seeing what I wanted to do longer than 5, but actually doing it 5 years, and learning different ways to survive and all these things. I've been big into that. But the biggest thing that I can do is share my faith, study the Bible, teach others how to read their Bible, and get people saved. Get people saved so that they can walk out their faith and share it with others. Discipleship. So that's, to me, is the most important thing we can be doing in these end days, because when it comes down to it, I already said I believe that we're gonna go through the tribulation. The tribulation meaning not God's wrath, because we're not appointed to God's wrath, but the tribulation of what the Antichrist is going to do. He's going to persecute Christians like never before. I'll tell you a great resource on that, just rabbit trail real quick, is AOC. AOC is a not the political AOC, but AOC. He has, his name is Jaron, and he has a website. And he also has, I say website, he has a Patreon, and he also has a YouTube site, and it's AOC Network. And he just put out a great and phenomenal documentary on the Antichrist. So if you haven't seen it, go see that. I'll direct you to that. And I'll put the link in it for you in the description. So, but that's all I got. Remember, prep and start storing up Jesus so that you can give Jesus out. When the time is there and it's in need, you're going to be ready. If you're not ready, if you're not prayed up, if you're not serving the Lord right now, when everything goes to crap, you're not going to be ready to do it then. It's just like a fight. If someone trains, all someone does is hit the heavy bag, and they never get in the ring and spar, they're not going to be ready for the fight, because the first time they get hit, they're not going to know what to do. And when we get hit spiritually, we need to know what to do. So that's what I got today. God bless you guys. And remember, I always say it, go share Jesus with someone. God bless you. Bye-bye.